We're going to do a really quick video just on the Pilates Fundamentals today, looking at a few of the basic moves that we need to kind of strengthen core and look at our alignment. Okay, so I'm going to put it onto my mat. So Pilates Fundamentals are really about the ABCs, so looking at alignment, breathing and centering. Okay, so alignment is really talking about how the bones all align with one another, and primarily we want to think about how the rib cage aligns through to the pelvis in this position. Okay, we find our hip bones, yes, and we want them to be level left and right, and then we have to find the pubic bone and find that pelvic triangle and try and have that as flat to the floor, as parallel to the floor as we can. And we can rock over the sacrum forward and back while we try and find that nice position and that nice level pelvis to the floor. Okay, we also then need to consider where the rib cage is. We don't want the ribs to sit slightly arched away from the floor. We want the ribs to be settled down towards the floor and down in alignment with the hips. Yeah, so you want to feel for your rib cage and make sure that the ribs are in line and travelling straight down towards the pelvis in this position. Okay, we talk about breathing and how that can control movement and give you a little bit more support in your tummy. And it's a good idea to practice a bit of breathing and thoracic breathing, definitely. So placing your hands on your rib cage, I want you to just breathe wide and full, filling the rib cage and trying to push the ribs into your hands. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, and then you're going to breathe out. And let the ribs soften back down towards the mat. Yeah, breathing in. Send the air deep and wide, and then breathing out. Allowing the ribs to soften and relax back down to the mat. Let's try that once more. Take a breath in. And breathing out. Release the ribs back down to the mat. Taking a breath in then to prepare. We're going to breathe out as we slide one leg away from us down the mat into your leg slide. Good. Breathing in, draw that leg back in towards you, and breathe out, slide the other leg away from you down the mat. Breathing in to draw that leg back in towards you. You're going to keep going alternating sides with that, making sure nothing changes in the pelvis and spine. So the pelvis stays neutral and parallel to the floor where we found it. The ribs stay connected down to the mat and in line with those hips as you move the legs away. We breathe out to move, yes? And we breathe in to draw that leg back in towards us. Breathing out. And naturally as you breathe out, you'll find that your tummy button will want to start to pull in towards your spine and start to engage the transversus muscle, yeah, which is a good stabilizer for the lower abdominals. Breathing out and in. Good. We're going to change that into a knee drop, okay? Again, keeping this nice alignment through pelvis and spine. We're going to breathe out to send one knee out to the side, rolling onto the outer edge of that foot, breathing in to return it. Breathing out will send the other knee out to the side, breathing in to return. Keeping pelvis and spine still, so we're just working into the hip joint now. Still using our breath to breathe out to move and engage that transversus just a little bit to stabilize what's going on in the pelvis. Breathing out and in. Breathing out, knee drop. Breathing in to return. Two more. Breathing out, knee drop. Breathing in to return. Last one. Breathing out, knee drop. Breathe in to return. From here, we can take it into a little bit of shoulder movement, okay? Taking a breath in, we're going to float our arms up just over our chest, okay? As we breathe out, I want you to reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling and then glide them back overhead. Keeping those ribs nicely connected down. Breathing in to float the arms back up to the ceiling. Breathing out to float them down by your side. Okay, we'll do a couple more like that. Breathe in, lengthen both arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, keep that space as you send the arms up and overhead. Alright, you're going to bring the arms into whatever flexion of the shoulder you can achieve without lifting the ribs away from the floor. Breathe in, draw the arms back up. Breathing out to float them down. What you want to watch here is that you don't end up arching your back. So we don't want to see the back lifting away from the mat to get the arms up and overhead. You see, I've got a massive space now behind my rib cage. Okay, you want to make sure there's nice alignment. Yes, true, rib and hips stays true. There's this nice connection of the ribs to the mat. And the work comes from the shoulder joints, reaching up and away. And as you breathe out here, again, settle the ribs down to the mat as we did at the start of the session. Okay, breathing in, float them up. Breathing out, keep those ribs settled down. Last one here, breathing in. Breathing out, leave the ribs settled, and then bring them back by your side. Really nicely done. Last little movement of the fundamental section is our knee fold. Okay, we're going to start with singles. Again, we're keeping this alignment through the spine. We're using our breath. I want you to take a breath in, fill the rib cage. As you breathe out, engage your center, pull the belly button down, bring one knee into a single knee fold. Take a breath in and return that foot to the floor, keeping that right angle at the knee. Breathing out, other knee comes in, single knee fold, right angle hip and knee. Breathe in, hold. Breathing out to return that foot back to the mat, keeping the right angle at the knee. Breathing out, single knee fold. Breathe in, hold. Breathing out to return. Breathing out. Breathe in, hold. Breathing out to return. And if I reach my arms up towards the ceiling, you'll just see a little bit more that we're not allowing the pelvis to tilt one way or the other. The pelvis stays still. We're keeping these ribs nicely connected down towards the tummy. And as we work, we're just pulling that belly button down, using the out breath to facilitate getting a little bit of centering going on. Okay, so as you breathe out, draw the belly button down, keep the ribs settled to the mat, come into your single knee fold, good. Breathe in, hold, breathing out once again to return, and keep that little connection up into your center. Breathing out, single knee fold, breathe in, hold, breathing out to return, okay? For those of you that want a little bit more challenge, you can bring that second leg up, so you come into your single knee fold, a little bit more tummy now, and bring that second knee up into your double knee fold. Breathe in, hold, breathing out, lower the first leg back to the mat, and then the second leg back to the mat. Lead with the other leg this time, breathing out, single knee fold, lots more tummy, double knee fold, good. Breathe in, hold, breathing out, return the first foot, and the second foot, good. Still making sure nothing changes here, use the breath, breathe in, breathing out, good. Breathe in, hold. Breathing out, return the feet. Good, and you'll feel the abdominals contract. Last one, breathe in. Out to move. Keep those ribs settled down. Keep the tummy button switched on and pulling back towards your spine. Breathe in here. And then return the first leg. Tummy stays on, return the second leg. And that's it for now. Just give your knees a little hug into your chest. Have a little rock from side to side. And that's it for our little fundamental session today. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Bye.